Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day before starting the video. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful viewers have been looking forward to Thomas Forrester's daytime TV return for a while now. The big day is finally here. B&B spoilers say Matthew Atkinson will pop up on the CBS soap this week. And the Forrester Creations heir means business. Thomas Forrester is on a mission when he arrives in Los Angeles. Contrary to popular fan theories, he doesn't come home to see Hope Logan, Annika Noel, but rather her mother Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. Apparently, Ridge Forrester's son, Thorsten Kaye, got wind of the Naples trip and came back to make sure his father didn't make a foolish mistake. One of the main reasons Ridge and Taylor keep finding their way back together is because of their children, Thomas and Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood. Steffi has been campaigning for a Tridge reunion for months now, but she left town to get her mind straight after the shooting. So it looks like Thomas will be standing in for his sister and making sure their parents get down their aisle and say, "I do." The bold and the beautiful spoilers have been hinting for a while now that Ridge will get cold feet and call off the wedding to Taylor Hayes. The only reason Ridge would do that is because of his feelings for his other ex-wife, Brooke Logan. So Thomas goes straight to the source and makes sure Brooke stays out of the way. A new CBS soap preview for next week even shows Thomas telling Brooke, "My dad's marrying my mom. Don't do anything to come between them ever again." Yikes. Brooke Logan knows how unstable Hope's ex can be. She might want to take note. Are you looking forward to Thomas's return to Bold and Beautiful? Thomas Forrester has always been a name synonymous with power plays, design brilliance, and emotional turbulence on the Bold and the Beautiful. But this time, Thomas isn't content with playing the background role of a lovesick designer or a man desperately chasing approval from Ridge, Hope, or anyone else. No. Thomas Forrester means business. The coming weeks will reveal a Thomas who is not only determined to reshape his personal life, but also carve out a dominating place in Los Angeles' fashion and family legacy. This spoiler breakdown will dive into Thomas's next moves, professionally, romantically, and as a force who intends to hold his own against Ridge, Steffi, Hope, Liam, and even the return of old rivals. At the heart of it all, his determination to prove he's not the unstable manipulator of the past, but a man who commands respect in every arena of his life. Thomas has been pushed to the sidelines of Forrester Creations too many times to count. Ridge often favors Steffi's input, Hope commands her own fashion line, and even Zende has been given opportunities while Thomas has been forced to fight for recognition. But now, with Hope's wavering loyalty and her inability to commit to him despite his devotion, Thomas decides to channel his energy into building a design empire that rivals anything Forrester Creations has ever seen. Spoilers suggest Thomas will present a bold new collection, not for Hope for the future, but for himself. This independent streak is what catches everyone off guard. For the first time, Thomas isn't attaching his worth to Hope's approval or Ridge's praise. He's saying, "I am Thomas Forrester, and I don't need anyone to validate me." Will this lead to a spin-off fashion house? Or will he leverage his power inside Forrester Creations to force the others to recognize him as the company's future? Either way, this move sets the stage for battles within the family, especially between Steffi and Ridge, who aren't sure if Thomas is ready to shoulder so much control. Hope is Thomas's greatest muse and his greatest weakness. But spoilers tease that his patience with her endless indecision is running out. Hope cares for Thomas deeply, but can't seem to fully let go of Liam, no matter how many times Liam rejects her. This triangle has been dragging on, but Thomas is about to flip the script. Instead of begging Hope to commit, he takes a colder, more calculating stance. He lets Hope see what life without him really feels like. Imagine Hope walking into the Forrester office, expecting Thomas to be waiting for her with sketches, encouragement, and devotion. Instead, she finds him immersed in meetings with buyers, models, and even potential investors. She realizes, with a pang of jealousy, that she's no longer the center of his world. Hope may find herself running after Thomas for once, terrified of losing his unwavering love. But here's the twist. Thomas might not be willing to take her back this time. This is Thomas finally drawing boundaries, and it could make Hope confront her true feelings. Thomas's rise will not go unnoticed by his sister or father. Steffi has long been Forrester Creations' protector, ensuring the company remains strong through scandal, drama, and family infighting. Ridge, for all his flaws, remains the patriarch whose approval Thomas has always craved. But when Thomas starts to position himself as the heir apparent to the Forrester empire, Steffi may see it as a direct threat. Spoilers tease explosive arguments between the siblings, where Steffi questions Thomas's judgment, reminding everyone of his past misdeeds. Thomas, however, will counter by pointing out her hypocrisy. She has made plenty of mistakes, yet always expects to be forgiven because she's Steffi. This growing rivalry could split Ridge in half. Does he side with his son, finally granting Thomas the trust and power he has always wanted? Or does he play it safe and stand with Steffi, the more reliable and steady child? The answer won't be simple, but Thomas is prepared for whichever way Ridge leans. If Ridge won't support him, Thomas is ready to make his own destiny, even if it means walking away from Forrester Creations entirely. No Thomas storyline is complete without romance, but this time, it won't be just about hope. Spoilers tease that a new woman could enter Thomas's life, someone fiery, unpredictable, and willing to match his passion with equal intensity. This mystery woman could be an old flame, a model, or even someone tied to another family in Los Angeles. Whoever she is, she will bring out a side of Thomas that has been hidden for years. No longer just the man chasing Hope's shadow, Thomas becomes the man desired for who he is. The triangle with Hope, Liam, and Thomas may transform into a quadrangle, with this new romance threatening to destabilize everything. If Hope realizes too late that she truly loves Thomas, she may find herself replaced in his heart, and that will be a devastating blow. Bill Spencer has always had a complicated relationship with the Forresters, but spoilers suggest Thomas could directly challenge him in business. Bill thrives on power plays, acquisitions, and undermining Forrester Creations whenever possible. But Thomas may surprise him by showing a level of business savvy no one expected. Imagine Thomas outmaneuvering Bill in a deal, leaving the ruthless mogul stunned. This could set off a rivalry between the two men that extends far beyond fashion, perhaps into family entanglements as well. After all, Bill has a history of interfering in Forrester family matters, and Thomas may finally be the one who can stand toe-to-toe with him. This battle wouldn't just be about money. It would be about legacy, respect, and proving who the true king of Los Angeles really is. The biggest question surrounding Thomas's arc is whether his newfound determination will lead to redemption or a darker downfall. Thomas has been on redemption arcs before, but they often get derailed by his impulsive choices. This time, spoilers hint that Thomas is more strategic than ever. He's not relying on emotional manipulation or obsession. Instead, he's relying on talent, intellect, and sheer willpower. That makes him far more dangerous to anyone who underestimates him. But danger lurks in another form too. If Thomas climbs too high, too fast, he risks falling harder than ever before. His rivals, inside and outside the family, will be watching closely for him to slip. And if he does, they'll be ready to pounce. What does the future hold for Thomas Forrester? If spoilers are to be believed, we're on the cusp of seeing a version of Thomas unlike anything we've witnessed before. A man no longer begging for scraps of love or approval. A designer carving his own path and demanding recognition. A son forcing Ridge to confront his favoritism. A brother willing to challenge Steffi head-on. A romantic partner who may shock everyone by moving on from Hope. and possibly a rival to powerhouses like Bill Spencer. For longtime viewers, this evolution of Thomas is thrilling because it finally delivers on years of build-up. Thomas has always been complex, with brilliance often clouded by obsession. Now he may be stepping into the spotlight as a true leading man, one who means business in every sense of the word. For too long, Thomas Forrester has been underestimated, dismissed, and treated as unstable. But those days may be over. With his sharpened focus, ambitious designs, and refusal to be anyone's second choice, Thomas is about to change the game in Los Angeles. Whether he ends up as a hero, an anti-hero, or a full-blown villain depends on how far he's willing to go. But one thing is certain, Thomas Forrester means business, and nothing will ever be the same once he unleashes his full potential. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our bold and beautiful update YouTube channel for more update news.